or are featured from.
Yeah.
Mallrats.
Okay.
Yes.
Which, after Chasing Amy, you have to really go back and watch Kevin James movies, because they're all kind of Kevin James. What? Damn! God damn it!
Kevin James.
Come on, man. What if he listens to this, dude?
Well, it's because, like, you know, when you see a reboot, they always say Kevin James instead of Kevin Smith.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Getting too meta up in here, man.
And yeah, you kind of have to see Kevin Smith's movies. Like, they all kind of simultaneously work in the same universe.
Well, I know his first few films are known as the New Jersey film series, because they're all based in that city, right?
Yeah.
So.
And so go check it out, Mallrats. That's not streaming everywhere. I bought this DVD, and so I love it. And then my second one is a new one. It's a hard series to watch, but it really I had to put myself together to watch it, and I was talking to Wesley about it last week. And Immigration Nation. It really touches on a lot. I think listen, and I'll tell everybody, regardless of whatever side of the fence you're on or whatever side, you need to watch this, because this is something that everybody should watch to see where your tax dollars are doing and where your tax dollars are not doing, and what, like, bureaucrats are selling you and telling you so they could continue. It's all about continue making money off the interests of human lives. And it's a sad thing, but you need to watch this, because that's life in America. That's literally American life at its worst. And I mean, like I said, it's so hard to watch, but if you have the courage enough, please go watch it. It is a beautifully made documentary. Please go, please. If anything, go watch this. It's streaming on Netflix right now.
Immigration Nation, very important stuff.
Yes.
That's it.
Nice, man. I have two as well. Pretty much on the opposite ends of the spectrum, how I usually do it, I guess. First up is a Shudder original. I think you still have Shudder, James?
Yes.
Okay, good. It's a Shudder original short film. It clocks in at just 57 minutes. So you got time for this. It's called Host, and basically, it's an ingenious thing. I'm mad that I didn't come up with it myself. So it's set during this current pandemic, right? Group of friends. Basically, they're doing their weekly Zoom meeting, and one of them is like, "Yo, I want to do a seance over Zoom." And we're gonna call this professional lady in, and basically Zoom her in, and she's gonna walk us through what to do. So when the lady gets there, she says, she tells them all the rules, and she specifically says, do not disrespect like what we're gonna be doing, or do anything funny or anything that could sabotage what we're gonna do tonight. And of course, somebody doesn't listen, and they create basically a shell about from this boy named Jack or whatever. One of the girls basically says like, "Yo, somebody just touched me. It was this boy I used to know. He hung himself." But it turns out she completely fabricated that whole story, which in the film creates a shell for a demon to pass through and take that persona. And so when that happens, the demon starts fucking with everybody inside their own, inside their rooms via chat. But the way that it's set up is very like unfriended, where you're watching through a computer screen the entire time. Nice. So very original stuff, very effective, and actually scary.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. Unfriended was like pretty scary itself.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
Even the second one, although it's not the second Unfriended isn't paranormal. It's more about the what do you call the dark web, the black, like the dark side of the internet. So I would recommend those two as well. But Host is
nice. Might have to go get Shudder now.
Yeah, very very worth checking out, and it's very fast paced. Very creative stuff. And then my final one for our rec segment is Seth Rogen's An American Pickle. HBO Max original.
Yeah.
Very fun stuff. And I was very proud of him that they created this as a PG-13 film. It's got a very kind of morality code throughout it about, respecting family and just trying to navigate in contemporary America, pretty much. And Seth Rogen is having to play against himself, and I know that cannot be an easy thing to do, like for so long, because he's literally the two main characters pretending to be different people. So very weird, but also
I feel it'd be tough.
It would be, but I feel like he carries it right through to the end. It's not very long. I think it's about an hour and 25 minutes, so it's very fast as well. Very good pace, very good performance from him on both ends, and it touches on a lot of social issues that we're going through right now, like racism and sexism and all kinds of stuff. So check that out if you do an HBO Max has a trial, right?
Yeah,
I believe so.
So check that out if you haven't already. HBO Max it rules.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't have any, let's do a little
review.
Couple minutes of Tax Collector.
Let's do it.
So I'm gonna go right out the gate, and this sounds like some mad shit talking, but I think this is easily David Ayer's weakest film.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I would say
I thought it was going the other way.
I think Bright was more creative. I won't say. I feel like it's unfair to compare it to Suicide Squad. So I'll say this: I think that compared to like movies like Sabotage or End of Watch or Harsh Times, like those are Training Day. All of those movies are superior to this because I feel like they give you like Tax Collector was missing the emotional attachment to its characters.
That, and I feel they were missing a middle part, dude.
Yeah, it was almost like they cut down. Like we need to get a director's cut or something because it's like changes.
Well, the movie's only like an hour and 37 minutes.
Not even 37 minutes, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, like it's like 10 minutes. That's like maybe like an hour and 27 minutes, maybe, because it's like a 10-minute for the credits to roll.
Yeah,
it feels very short.
I definitely like. I would say, like I said before, it is missing a middle part to it. There's no like.
Once you get to the, we're gonna not spoil anything for this, but once you get to the middle, probably the halfway mark, it just starts to lose steam, and I feel like there's some stuff that they shot that was missing that was like put on the cutting room floor for whatever. I'm gonna blame COVID. I'm gonna say that there's something wrong there, and they just like kind of dumped it out.
They should have definitely waited.
Yeah.
It definitely shouldn't have been rushed. It should have been waited and then fix or tweak whatever stuff didn't make sense or go back and film something. But like I mean,
and obviously to touch on the controversy of Shia, he's not doing anything wrong. He did a great job, but he didn't have enough screen time.
Yeah,
he's barely really in it or has a chance to really do much. So really? I don't understand all the people talking shit have either they haven't seen the movie or they want to tell people of color that they're offended for them. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't doesn't make sense, all the controversy for such a small secondary role.
Yeah, I kind of heard the same. I kind of heard somebody tell me that, and I was like, kind of like looking at them like, actually, he didn't really do a brown face, because he acted like he acted like somebody that grew up in a Latino neighborhood, dude.
Yeah,
like there's nothing wrong with saying the word fool or homie, you know?
Yeah, and he never really boundary steps where it takes it too far. It's very casual dialogue, you know? So once you see it, James, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. It's just like if you and I are talking, that's how they talk to each other, and it's not a big deal. I don't know. It's obviously people who have not grown up in those neighborhoods. Yeah.
I feel that it was just kind of somebody from the studio paid somebody to do like some bad press so it could have a backlash on him, and then like get hyped for the movie. But then
I mean, it could, and I praised them because it was a good marketing strategy to cast Shia in this, because he is literally, and David Ayer actually said this in one of his interviews, that he's the only white person in this whole film. It's completely a Latino led film, which is very awesome in itself, and they all do a great job. But it's not in the acting; it's in the story, and the script itself is very. There's no depth to it, you know. When you watch there's something about End of Watch that really connects you to those police officers, and that's rare, you know what I mean, to get you to feel compassion towards police, you know what I mean. And that's why it was very disappointing where I was missing that connection in this film, you know what I mean, if that makes any sense.
But
I got you. I understand that.
But I do suggest go checking it out.
6 out of 10.
Yeah.
6 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, same. Same. I wouldn't bash it that bad like Rotten Tomatoes did.
First half of it is fun, is great, but then and when you watch, once again, anybody out there who hasn't seen it yet, you'll know exactly what I'm saying when you watch it.
I mean, if you're saying that Bright is better than this, I mean that's saying something. I mean, I really do enjoy Bright. I liked Bright. I know a lot of people hated it because, I don't know, it felt stupid or whatever they said. But I actually enjoyed Bright. But I know a lot of people don't like Bright, and I don't remember if you enjoyed it that much. But I mean, that's still saying something that oh yeah, it's better. Bright's better than this, and it's like, wow, okay.
I'll tell you this: I cannot believe that the same guy that did Fury did Tax Collector, dude. That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know, dude. But just watch it as soon as you can and get back to us, and then we can
all talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely be watching it this week.
Also, another thing.
Ellis has been wanting to watch that.
I know why too. Huh?
Shia LaFool.
Transformer.
Shia LaZaddy.
We also told everybody, the listeners out there last week, that we were going to ask you what you thought about the Florida project. Did you get a chance to finish it?
I didn't finish the last 15 minutes of it. I still have that left.
All right. So what?
But I did enjoy the movie. It's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, oh man, I don't know. It looked kind of, in the beginning, I felt kind of weird, like watching the kids, and to me it was hard trying to find out if they were acting, if a lot of that was acting, or it was more kind of just reacting to certain things, because it seemed the kids acting seemed really genuine and
right
and real. Yeah, it's raw, really raw. So to me, I was it definitely felt like an A24. It was A24, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely felt like that type of film, just because it was. I don't know. See, what was the movie we just reviewed? But the one with Rosario Dawson when she's really young.
Kids.
Kids.
Yeah, that type of acting. It felt like
not acting at all.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. To me, it felt like they were just like, hey, like, you know, here's this, and like, do what you want. And then they just recorded it, and it's like, oh, and it was a good movie, man.